This is Jeb Blunt, and it's Money Monday on the Sales Gravy Podcast.
Say, make money, money, make money, money, money. Make money, money, make money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound.
All right, it is Monday, the first day of what is set to be an awesome week. And how you start your week is how you'll end your week. So take some time this morning to get focused and energized for the week ahead. In this episode, we're going to discuss something that might sound counterintuitive in our hustle-obsessed sales culture: the power of doing absolutely nothing except just thinking. First, though, I want you to go get my brand new book, The LinkedIn Edge. The LinkedIn Edge is an essential sales and prospecting guide that will transform you into a list-building, prospecting, referral-getting, gatekeeper-skipping lead generation machine. And when you buy the book, you'll get access to a free LinkedIn course. Just go get the book on Amazon or Barnes & Noble and redeem your free course at salesgravy.com/edge. That's salesgravy.com/edge. Cicero once said that cultivation of the mind is as necessary as food to the body. Well, sales is fundamentally a mental game. Your capacity for understanding your prospects at a deeper level and developing creative solutions that solve their problems, that's your winning edge. In a profession where you need to outwit and outmaneuver your competitors in order to win, your ability to think, to truly contemplate and reflect might be the most underutilized competitive advantage in your sales arsenal. Yet most salespeople these days are starving their minds. They're constantly in motion, constantly busy, constantly doing, constantly in front of screens, but rarely thinking. We've created a culture where being busy equals being productive. You see, most salespeople spend their days reacting to emails, phone calls, urgent requests, the latest fire that needs to be put out. We're always responding and never reflecting, always moving, but never thinking strategically about where we're going. William Penn wrote that true silence is the rest of the mind. It's to the spirit what sleep is to the body, nourishment and refreshment. Now think about that for a moment. You wouldn't dream of going weeks on end without sleep because you know your body would break down. But you regularly go weeks, maybe months, without giving your mind the silence and space it needs to just think and function at its highest level. We live in an age of noise, constant noise, digital noise, physical noise, and mental noise. Your phone is buzzing with notifications. Your email is pinging every few minutes. Your CRM is demanding updates. Your manager wants reports. Your prospects are texting. Your colleagues and customers are interrupting. We have so many things going on at once and so much noise in our lives that it has become almost impossible to just think. And all of this noise is killing your ability to think clearly, to make good decisions, to see the big picture, to be the creative and thoughtful professional you were meant to be. And that's exactly why scheduling thinking time is so important. Yet most people don't take the time to think because they don't feel like they can afford to. Sitting quietly and thinking doesn't feel like work. It feels like you're being lazy. And our culture has programmed us to believe that if we're not visibly doing something, we're not being productive. And likewise, constant stimulation has become a drug. Silence feels uncomfortable because we've forgotten how to be alone with our thoughts. I passionately believe that we must schedule time on our calendars for thinking. No distractions, no music, no TV, no laptop, no phone. Just you and your thoughts alone. And notice I said schedule. If you don't put it on your calendar, it won't happen. You'll always find something more urgent to do. Taking time to think is powerful. It slows you down, helps you relax, and frequently generates incredible ideas and inspiration. Now, thinking time isn't meditation, though it shares some similarities. It's not prayer, though some people find it spiritual. It's simply dedicated time for your mind to process, reflect, and contemplate. And the beauty of thinking time is that you can do it in many different formats. There's the classic quiet session where you find a quiet space free of all distractions where you can just contemplate. Or the thinking walk, which is my personal favorite. In this case, you just take a long walk alone without music, podcast, or phone calls. There's something about the rhythm of walking that unlocks creative thinking. Steve Jobs was famous for his thinking walks. Many of his best ideas came while walking around Apple's campus or through his neighborhood. The gentle, repetitive motion of walking seems to free up your brain to make connections it might miss while sitting still. And then there's the shower session. Some of the world's greatest discoveries and business breakthroughs have happened in the shower. There's actually science behind this. The warm water and the routine nature of showering creates the perfect environment for what psychologists call divergent thinking. Your mind relaxes and suddenly solutions appear. Archimedes discovered the principle of displacement in his bathtub. The idea to write my blockbuster best-selling book, Virtual Selling, hit me in the shower. Don't underestimate the power of a long, hot shower for generating breakthrough insights. And then there's thinking during your commute. If you have a regular commute, turn off the radio, podcast, and music and everything. Just remove all distractions and use that drive time as thinking time. Obviously, you want to keep your eyes on the road and drive safely, but let your mind wander to your sales challenges, opportunities, and strategies. And finally, there's the early morning think. In this case, you just get up 30 minutes earlier and use that quiet time before the world wakes up. Grab a cup of coffee, sit somewhere comfortable, and let your mind work through whatever needs processing. I do this every morning, and it makes all the difference for how I start my day. Thinking time gives you a powerful competitive advantage. While your competitors are running around like chickens with their heads cut off, reacting to everything and thinking about nothing, you're developing clarity, insight, and strategic perspective. You're seeing patterns they miss, identifying opportunities they overlook, and solving problems they don't even recognize exist. The insights that come from thinking time often seem obvious in retrospect, but they're only obvious after you've taken time to think through them. I can't tell you how many times I've been stuck on a problem, frustrated and spinning my wheels, only to have the solution become crystal clear during a thinking session. It's like your subconscious mind has been working on the problem in the background, and silence gives it the space to deliver the answer. Thinking and contemplating taps you into the amazing power of your mind. And the more you practice thinking, the better you'll get at it. And the better you get at it, the more valuable insights you'll generate. And the more insights you generate, the better your decisions become. And the better your decisions, the better your results. And the benefits of thinking time extend far beyond your sales results. You'll find that you sleep better because your mind isn't racing with unprocessed thoughts. You'll make better decisions because you're operating from clarity rather than confusion. And you'll feel more confident because you'll have a clearer sense of direction. And along the way, your stress and anxiety levels will decrease because you'll be responding to situations from a place of calm consideration rather than the normal knee-jerk reactions. I'll be back with my final thoughts in just a moment. But first, I want to remind you to go pick up my brand new book, The LinkedIn Edge. Look, everybody wants to stand out and grab attention in this noisy world. Everyone wants to gain an advantage when competing for the attention of the most qualified prospects. What I teach you in this book about combining the power of AI with LinkedIn will give you almost superhuman prospecting powers. So go get the LinkedIn Edge today. And then go to salesgravy.com/edge. That's salesgravy.com/edge to claim your free LinkedIn course. In a world where everyone is moving faster and getting busier, the person who takes time to think has an enormous competitive advantage. The power of thinking isn't just about becoming a better salesperson. It's about becoming a better version of yourself. And remember, when it's time to go home, when you're tired, when you're worn out and ready to quit, always stop and make one more call. This is Jeb Blunt, and I'll see you next time on the Sales Gravy Podcast.
Survival of the fittest, you can sink or swim. I've been broke, I ain't never going back again. I need some C-notes, some cheddar, and a stack of ends. I need a bowl of dough, I don't need no Facebook friends. I need a pack of them snaps, a handful of Fetty Wops, and rubber band on my greenbacks. Look, dawg, don't be playing with my paper. I need every red cent, that's why I brought my little scraper. Money, money.